Pete here from Kaylor Motorworks. So today we're going to check out my compound wound motor that I just picked up. This time we're going to use it with a modern controller and see how it fares. So I have a 36 volt 275 amp controller hooked up to it. Controller is hooked up to an electric lawnmower, so we just switched the wires from the little motor to the big motor, and everything else remains the same. And it's basically a complete setup for motive power, and so we will check it out. It does work. Let's go have a look. So instead of just using standard contactors to run the motor, I decided to go ahead and hook up a modern controller. This is a 36 volt Curtis clone. So it's basically the same as any of the Curtis controllers. Can change the parameters on the computer with the Curtis software, all that good stuff. So I had this hooked up to my electric John Deere to give better throttle control while I'm using the lawnmower. The gearbox in the lawnmower is just kind of trash, so this lawnmower is not going to continue its life as an electric mower. Unless I can find a newer gearbox for it. But it's a 36 volt standard contactor. I've got a DC-DC converter from the 36 volts to powering the contactor. Got the resistor here in line for the capacitors in the controller, so you don't pop any capacitors. And then I have a standard on-off switch. So what I did is I took the wires, the cables from the big motor, hooked them up to this, disconnected what I needed to, and disconnected the motor that's on the mower. So basically, I just want to see how well this motor works with a modern controller, because this is a compound wound motor. And so I'm going to, just for the heck of it, kind of raise the motor up. I'm just going to have the motor up off the ground, and then I'm going to use the throttle. So you'll see up here in your left, throttle up on the lawnmower, which is being used, and just 36 volts, 275 amps. It will not take 275 amps because there is no load on this motor. So show you what it will do. It will jump a little bit when it first starts, just a little bit. Oh, well, I guess you have to turn the switch on. Contactor goes, controller says it's okay. Let's give that another try. Okay. And I can reduce the speed. So right there, that's about the lowest it's going to run, right there. So that would be just kind of putzing along. Under load, I'm not sure how it's going to go, so we do have to get it hooked up to the vehicle, so we can get a load on it. But for now, we're just doing testing, make sure the controllers work with the motor, that the motor's working well. So that's max speed, no load, 36 volts. And so that's humming along pretty good. I'm sure that the car would do reasonable. Does have a bit of weight to move around, but once it's up and going, it should be just fine. And I will be using a higher amperage controller for this as well. So there you have it. Modern controller working this really old compound wound motor, shunt series. So we shall talk to you later.